What's going on, guys? Tommy here, and today we're doing another Power Rangers unboxing. This one's a pretty awesome one, so stay tuned and let's go. Okay, so yeah, opening this thing up, we have some awesome Power Rangers stuff right here, and inside of this one there is some non-Power Rangers things as well. So we'll probably just try and get those out of the way first. This is just like a load of stuff that I got off eBay. We have, first up, the Power Rangers Dino Thunder. We got a Blue Ranger figure here, so I'm pretty sure we got this, like, a full set of these ones already, but I mean, there are obviously still some that I'm missing from the Dino Thunder toy line. Blue Ranger right there, Ethan from Dino Thunder, really awesome. I got to meet him in person, the actor who played Ethan in Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Really cool guy, and yeah, Blue Dino Thunder. I love the Dino Thunder suit designs. I think they look really awesome. Just like the style of the suits and the helmets and everything, I think in Dino Thunder just look really cool. These are the ones obviously where you can press the button in and it would play like a sound effect. It would do like a voice quote or something. Set that to the side and see what else we got. Okay, some non-Power Rangers things now, just to get out of the way. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars, so got him right there. This one's actually, like, as you can see, the scale, like, the Power Rangers figures are much bigger. But yeah, this is a really tiny little Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's got his lightsaber, so that's cool. Yeah, any Star Wars fans out there, like myself? Grew up watching Star Wars and all the sci-fi things like Star Trek and everything, so, you know. So, I mean, I can't complain about getting some of these classic figures. I think I had like a bunch of these ones like back in the day as well, so it's kind of cool. And we got some more Star Wars figures. We got same sort of size as the other ones. I don't wait to show these guys off too much, but yeah, I love the paint job on this one. It's kind of like a battle damaged kind of trooper, which is pretty awesome. Let's get back to Power Rangers. We've got another Dino Thunder figure right here, so we got a couple of them. We got the Blue Ranger and we got the Red Ranger now, so same sort of ones. These ones have like the sounds in them as well. These days they don't obviously work because like the batteries have gone or probably worn out by now, but yeah. We do have a couple of Dino Thunder figures. Like I said, I think the Dino Thunder helmets look really awesome with like the kind of really menacing like teeth on them and everything. I think they just look awesome. The Blue Rangers one looks really cool. I did actually make a black Dino Thunder helmet myself, like a custom one. That's, you know, made for my own cosplay, so yeah, pretty awesome. The only thing that I'm missing from my cosplay is I don't have the Brachio staff. Maybe I'll make one of those at some point to go with my cosplay, but yeah. Dino Thunder right there, set them to the side, and going a little bit more old school right now. We got a Lightspeed Rescue Blue Ranger, so got a couple of different Blue Rangers to show off. Lightspeed Rescue is definitely up there as one of my favourite seasons as well from Power Rangers. Yeah, just Lightspeed Rescue was such a different season, I felt like, in comparison to a lot of the other ones that came before it. I thought the story was really awesome, and even just like throughout the story, all the different characters had like their own cool like story arcs and everything. Was really awesome. But yeah, next up we do have a morpher. We got a bunch of these ones already, I think. I do love Ninja Storm, and yeah, this is one of the awesome Ninja Storm wind morphers, so really cool. Complete with the strap and everything, so really awesome. Not in bad condition, honestly, as well. Don't know if it has any more discs, but yeah, it does at least have the Red Ranger's disc in here, so you can spin those around. Pretty cool. This is obviously the American version, or, you know, it's not the Sentai version. Overall, I really do love the Ninja Storm morphers design. I don't know, it doesn't have batteries on it, but yeah. If you want to check out some videos of the electronics working in this, I've shown off these Ninja Storm morphers in a bunch of other videos, so go check out some of those ones after this. Ninja Storm, Ranger form. Ha! And next up, we do have a really awesome thing. This is super cool, and one of the main things that I wanted this lot for. This is so cool. We've got the Red Ranger's actual... This thing is massive. I'll show it off a bit better later on we'll get some more room, but this is so cool. But yeah, this is really awesome. But yeah, this awesome turbo car is just, I think it's just so cool. I love this in the show. I don't know why, but my mind's just gone blank on the name of this thing. I'm sure it'll come back to me. But yeah, this thing is so cool. Always loved this in the show and thought it was just so cool. Main reason why is because not only does it look amazing, it even transforms, as you will see. You can fold out all these kind of little wings and stuff, and you can raise this piece up and fold out these pieces for the back kind of wings on this thing, and then it would fly in the show. So like, how cool is that? Like, so awesome. Got so much other stuff in this box to get through, but yeah, this is so awesome. And honestly, these have been kept in good condition, so a lot of the stickers and stuff are still on. Like, some of them are peeling off a little bit in places, but honestly, not too bad. Even comes with the figure that I think this is what it originally was supposed to come with, so pretty cool. Kind of Red Ranger. It looks more kind of like purpley pink on camera, but it does look a little bit more red in person. But yeah, it's definitely kind of like a metallic-y kind of burgundy color. But yeah, really cool. Some Power Rangers Turbo stuff right there. I think Power Rangers Turbo is kind of like an underrated season, really. It's much better than people give it credit for, honestly. It's not my favorite season, don't get me wrong. But yeah, still really cool and had a lot of awesome designs and so many cool Zords and stuff. And speaking of Zords, one of the main things that I did buy this entire lot for, we're going to get straight to next, and that is, we have inside of here the Power Rangers Turbo Rescue Zord set. There we go. But yeah, we got this awesome Megazord, and if you could just, there we go, that's better. So some of the different Zords we got here. We got the Green Rangers one right here. This one is the Thunderloader Rescue Zord, the Green Rangers, so pretty cool. Kind of like has a tip-in feature on the back, but that kind of works for the transformation. But really cool. I do love the design of these Zords. So yeah, first up, we're going to show these off just very quickly right here, and then once I've got rid of this box, you know, we'll show them off a little bit better. So we have the Green Rangers. We're going to set that right down over here. We have, next up is the Yellow Rangers. I transform this a little bit better, kind of like that. So yeah, this one is the Yellow Rangers, the Star Racer Rescue Zord. So that's that one. I think this one looks really cool. Like I said, all these ones, they're really good condition, honestly, like super clean, and like all the stickers are still in place, it seems to be as well. So really awesome. So yeah, the Yellow Rangers. Okay, so next up we do have the Blue Rangers, and I can just figure this out quickly. Alright, so this is the next one, and honestly my favourite one, just because I think it just looks the coolest in my opinion. And it's like a police car, so really awesome design for this one. This is the Siren Blaster Rescue Zord. Really cool. I think it just looks awesome, like all this kind of like armor plating kind of look to it with the little slit for the window. I think it just looks awesome. Like, I was so jealous of Justin in the show, because it was like, you know, he's a kid but he gets to be a Power Ranger. Like, what? So cool. So jealous. Like, every kid wished that that was them, you know. The Wind Rescue Zord, I think this one is. So yeah, this is the Pink Rangers. This one has a little bit of yellowing on it. You can't really tell on camera too much, but yeah, very slight yellowing. So the white has like kind of faded a little bit yellow over the years, but it's not super noticeable. It's very slight, so yeah, pretty cool. I do like the design of these Zords. I think they just look awesome. So yeah, we've got the Pink Rangers there. Pretty cool. And then finally we do have, as it seems, is the Red Rangers. So yeah, let's just try and transform this. But yeah, this next up is the Lightning Fire Tamer Rescue Zord. Water cannons on the top of it that you can kind of like move about. Really awesome. I think it just looks so cool. All these kind of like jet engines on the back. So yeah, the Red Rangers Lightning Fire Tamer Rescue Zord. I can't wait to try and like show these off a little bit better once I got this box out of the way, and transform them into the Megazord mode, so stay tuned for that. But just before that, we have a few things, a few things left to show off. So I'm pretty sure, if I can remember correctly, yes, okay. And this is pretty much mostly transformed already, so we might as well just quickly show this off like this. We have, as you can see, this is like the Zeo, I think these are the Super Zeo Zords. I can't remember exactly, it's been a while since I've seen Zeo. But yeah, I think this is the Super Zeo Megazord, I can't remember exactly. This thing is pretty cool. I always loved the original Zeo Zords way better than this thing, and you know, I think it looks still cool with all the different shapes and that, but honestly, the original Zeo Megazord I think still looks way better. But the cool thing about this one is they transform into individual ones. But yes, the only thing with this one is I do know it's missing the little kind of, I think it's like a star or something that goes on the top of here, or like a kind of, it's some sort of thing that goes on the top of here anyway that's missing from the helmet piece. But yeah, that's the only thing that's missing. Oh yeah, and obviously the weapons, the swords, I think, the little headpiece that goes on top of here. But it's got the main helmets anyway, so at least that's something. But yeah, we do have the rest of the pieces, I think, in here as well. We should do. Pink Ranger Zord, as you can see, and yeah, this is a good example. As you can see, they can transform into all of the individual little Megazords as well. So they each have their own little Zord that can then transform into the bigger Megazord. Pretty cool. I do love the design of these ones. They, honestly, like I said, I do love the original Zeo Zords way better. Still cool nonetheless. Then we do have, finally, the Green Ranger's Super Zeo Zord. I can just transform this quickly. But yeah, as you can see, you can kind of like take them apart and then make them into the Megazord, and like they have like these kind of pieces here, as I'll show. Like the Green Ranger one, it has like the feet that fold out like that. But yeah, we'll show those off. We'll show those off a little bit better in a second. Alright. But anyways, yeah, we can take this out of the way and start getting a better look at some of these awesome things. I'll see you in a bit. Transformation time. Let's do this. See if we could transform these things into their each individual kind of little Zords, which is cool. So we got those, kind of Green Ranger one right there. I think that's pretty much right. Very basic kind of little transformations. So that's basically right from what I can remember anyways. So yeah, we've got this one, which is obviously pretty easy. Make sure this piece is down. You can kind of like flip around these pieces. So if that piece flips around, we've got the head right there for this one, for the Yellow Rangers. Next up we got the Pink Rangers one. So I think we have to separate these and then flap these pieces around to get the head out, kind of like that. There we go. And then we have the little arms that kind of come out of the sides, like so. Little teeny tiny arms. Pretty cool. So we've got the Pink Rangers right there as well. And then we have next up the Blue Rangers. Like I said, this one's one of my favourite Zords out of all of them. I think it just looks cool. Legs that kind of like fold around and fold out, and like that. Next up, obviously, yes, you have to turn this around. Has like these little feet that kind of fold out like that. And then we have the arms stay up. So that's the Blue Rangers Zord right there. And then finally we have the Red Rangers. So let's see if we can transform that. And I'm trying to figure this out, but the Red Rangers one's a little bit more tricky. So you have to kind of like fold these out, and you get the arm pieces kind of like out of here, like this. And I believe that somehow, there we go, like this entire piece folds down like that. Kind of like the gun turrets, I think, are supposed to like go inside of here. And then finally, the head is revealed. You can do this like that. There we go. And that's pretty much the Red Rangers one, I believe. That's sorted. There we go. That's the Red Rangers one. I think that's pretty much how it's supposed to look, like that. Pretty cool. So yeah, we have the full team of those guys set up. Pretty awesome. And then we do also have, obviously, the Zeo ones as well. So kind of bring those in and show those off. Trying to maneuver the camera around. Like the full set of all of these mini Zords set up, so pretty cool. And now we're just going to quickly transform these into the actual Megazord modes. Alright, let's see if I can remember now how to transform these into the Megazord modes. So we're going to start with the yellow, and we're going to transform that like so. I think this needs to stay down like that. Probably that goes like so, and that's one of the feet done pretty much. Then we need the Green Rangers one. It's kind of, I think that's correct anyway, so yeah, we're going to try that. Next up we have Pink Rangers, so I think for this one it needs to separate, and then these arms kind of go away like that, and then you obviously fold out these each individual little hands from the Zord, kind of like that. There we go, we've got a pair of arms right there. Next up we need the Blue Rangers transform, so that kind of goes something like this, I think. I can't remember exactly for the Blue Rangers. I'm trying to figure this out. I think it's supposed to fold up, kind of like this. It's supposed to fold these pieces out like that, and they kind of go into the, clip these into the holes like so. There's two. Okay, so I think that's pretty much how it's supposed to be. We've got the Blue Rangers attached like so. Also, I'm going to kind of back the camera up a little bit to give me a bit more room, and transform the Red Rangers again. So we're going to have to kind of quickly see if I can do this. I think that's about right, like so. And then we'll put this head away for the moment. And that clips into place. I think something like that. We have these kind of little connectors that come out of the side, and then those will just clip into these kind of pieces, if you can see that. One on that side, and then the other arm there. Pretty cool. And that's the arms basically done. And then all that's left to do is reveal the head. So do that. And yeah, I think this thing looks pretty awesome actually. I do love the design of it. I think it looks pretty cool. Kind of skinny in the middle, but I think it's overall it's kind of a cool design. How it all connects together and everything. So yeah, I think the head on this Megazord looks really cool as well. Like, check that out. I think that just looks so cool. But yeah, anyways, pretty awesome. And I think I'm gonna have to show this thing off next to some of my other Turbo Power Ranger Megazords and stuff in my collection, because I think I have the entire set now. So that's pretty cool. Another one for the collection. Next up, let's quickly transform this and get the Super Zeo Megazord online. Alright, so first up with the pink, we need to transform this, and simple transformation for the Zeo one, way more simpler than the Turbo Megazord anyway. So yeah, that's 1 foot, and then there's another one, so very easy. We've got the pink Ranger Zord transformed there. Super simple. Next up, we do want, I think we need the Green Rangers. So we're going to flip this head around, kind of clips into position like that, and feet kind of like fold in like this. So we have 2 of those, so we'll quickly do it with the other one as well. Very easy to transform. And then we need to obviously clip those into the feet, so we've got some kind of legs. This is a very kind of blocky looking Zord, but it's cool anyway. Kind of fold the head like that, and there we go, we've got the the middle section. And fold this piece, I can actually put it in. Middle section done. And then next up we do need the Red Rangers, so we're going to quickly get that transformed. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the arm pieces in, going to spin the head around. These leg pieces kind of fold away and clip into the back, kind of like that. And then this kind of slots into the middle. And then finally we do have the Yellow Rangers, which kind of goes and locks in something like this. Has like a spring mechanism, so you can push in this piece. And then there you go, you have the arms that reveal like so. Same on this side. Push that in. And then you have the arms. So that's pretty cool. You can kind of adjust them, and they have a little bit of, you know, so you have a little bit of articulation, but not a lot, honestly. And then the last step is to kind of fold this headpiece around. And then we have the almost complete Zeo Megazord. Like I said, we're missing both the yellow swords that it should come with anyway. And it also has like kind of, I think it's like a yellowish kind of piece that goes on the top here of the head. I'm missing both of those pieces, sadly. I mean, if anyone has any spare ones that they can send me to complete this Megazord, that would be awesome. So yeah, I want to try and complete this at some point anyway. I don't really want to have to buy another complete Zeo Megazord just for the sake of, you know, getting the 2 like swords and stuff. But yeah, there we go. We've got the Super Zeo Megazord and then the Turbo Rescue Megazord. So both of these Megazords, pretty awesome. And yeah, more additions to the Power Rangers Megazord collection. So yeah, some really awesome stuff today. So not only do we get these Megazords, we also have some of these other items as well, including some Power Rangers figures, Dino Thunder ones right there. We got a Lightspeed Rescue one. We even have this pretty cool Ninja Storm Wind Morpher as well, with the Red Rangers disc. And then randomly as well, just some Star Wars figures that were in the box as well. But yeah, a pretty awesome lot of stuff today, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, stay tuned for plenty more unboxings, reviews, and so much more is on the way. It's been a busy year, this year has, and you know, I've been trying to keep up, but with work and other things that have been getting so busy right now, it's been difficult, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one. I'll see you then.